What's going on, everybody? Welcome to an impromptu edition of Poolside Cigar Reviews with your host, Kirk. Today, I'm coming at you with the Ezra Tantrum. It's been a rough few days at work for me, super busy, and I wanted to have a cigar tonight, but the sun's going down. I didn't want to be out forever, and I wanted to give this a try. This is a 4.4 by 44, so a little box press petite Corona. I've not had any cigars by Ezra Zion. This is my first one. So we'll see how this goes. This is a Nicaraguan Puro. And it says that on their website says that the tobaccos are all aged 5 to 7 years. It's a nice looking little cigar. The wrapper it's not as light as a Connecticut. I guess it's a natural. It's not quite red enough to call it a Colorado, so I don't know what you called. I didn't really read too much about it. Just trying to beat the sun here. Draw's wide open. Just really not too much taste on the cold draw. It doesn't have too much there. Maybe a slight tobacco sweetness, but for the most part, definitely some sweetness in the lips. We'll see what we get out of this. This was sent to me by the great guys over at Calypso Cigar Reviews. They have a podcast out of the Calypso Cigar Shop and Lounge in Richardson, Texas, and I really enjoy their podcast. And they were nice enough to send this to me, so if you have a chance, go check it out. Ooh, a lot of pepper there at the end. Ooh, pepper's still going. This is spicy. Yeah, just a ton of spice to start. Good amount of smoke. A little woody. I like it. So if you get a chance, definitely check out the Calypso Cigar Review podcast. I'm gonna keep going on this, and I'll let you know how we do here. I'm liking it so far. Stick around. I'll be right back. So I'm about 15 minutes in, coming up on 20, and I just tapped the ash off. And the first 10 minutes of this were just incredibly spicy. Just tons of black pepper. And then after maybe the first 5 minutes or so, I started to taste something else. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. It was a little bit of cedar, but it was so peppery that it almost made my tongue feel numb. I mean, it was really peppery, and it lingers. This has got a really long finish on it. But that pepper has slowly been fading. I mean, it's still got lots of pepper, but it's really starting to ramp up on leather and cedar. Really, definitely a full-flavored cigar. I mean, there's a lot going on. It's just all over the palate and definitely assertive. So I would recommend pairing this with something to drink. I grabbed this is Johnny Walker Gold Label. Don't think I'm pretentious, but I didn't know what to pair this with. This was my first time having this. Really good. I wasn't sure what to grab. I knew that this was probably gonna have some flavor just from what I had read about it. So I just wanted to grab a generic blend, which is what I had in the Gold Label. Normally I would have grabbed maybe like a Johnny Walker Black, but I happen to be out of that. And the Gold is just kind of your run-of-the-mill, standard, boring blend. A lot of people get excited about the Gold because it's expensive. This is actually the first bottle that I bought of the Gold Label, and I'll tell you right now, it's the last. This is not worth the money. It's very expensive, and it just doesn't deliver. It's just kind of a flat, standard, blended Scotch. Given this and the choice of a black label right next to it, Even if they're both free, I'll pick up the black label because it's a better scotch. But this is what I have, so this is what I'm drinking. And it does complement the cigar. So definitely pair this with something. I'm going to keep going. If there's any major transitions, I'll let you know what's going on. If not, I'll probably just finish this out for you. So I'll be back in a flash. Hang in there. So I'm 30 minutes in now, and I'm starting to get kind of a nutty flavor to it. I think it might just be warming up. It doesn't feel too hot, but this is an easy cigar to overheat, I think, because it's a small ring gauge. It's really flavorful. It's kept me very interested, and it's been hard to, kind of pace myself draw to draw. But it's continued to mellow on the pepper, and it's still spicy, still full flavored, but I'm getting kind of more of a leather and nut, which is an interesting combination. But I'm really liking it. Pairing well with my scotch. The ash did just fall off right after I took that last picture. So the ash doesn't hold on very long, so if you grab one of these, just make sure you ash it frequently. It's a small ring gauge cigar, so it's hard for the ash to hold on for any longer than, 3/4 of an inch. So to avoid dropping this in your lap, I'd say ash it frequently, and be careful that you don't overheat it. But really liking it. I'll probably end up nubbing this out, so I'll be back with my final thoughts. See you in a minute. I'm 40 minutes in. It's pretty warm, pretty small, and it just kind of has that generic hot cigar, kind of harsh on the throat. Although the heat is what's making it harsh in the throat. Cigar is not harsh at all. It definitely tastes like it's been well aged. So overall, my final impressions are the first 20 minutes really steal the show on this cigar. That's where the most spice and the most dynamic flavors come through. It kind of settles down after that and just becomes a mildly spicy, full-flavored, generic, full-flavored cigar, I would say. But I'm a huge fan of the Petite Corona. Had a great burn all the way down. And, I don't know how much these are. I probably should have looked that up. But definitely worth trying. If you like Petite Coronas, check it out. It's worth it if only for the first 20-25 minutes. You're not going to get a ton of time out of this. But it's a 44 ring gauge. It's a Petite Corona. What do you expect? So I want to say thank you very much to Randy and Brandon with Calypso Cigar Reviews. Really appreciate you guys having this out to me, and really enjoyed it. So thanks, guys, and to everybody else out there. Pick one of these up. I know not every shop carries Ezra Zion, but keep your eyes open. If you want to try this and you can't find it, tell your B&M owner, hey, why don't you pick up some Ezra Zion? So anyway, I'll leave you guys with that, and appreciate you coming by and enjoying this with me. Take care, everybody. I will see you this weekend. Take care.